Hi, everybody. It is November 11th, 2021. 11's my number. A couple years ago, it switched to 1010 and 1212s. I get 3 3s, 3 13s, 4 4s. I get a bunch of different numbers. And I schedule things based on numbers too. I've been doing that before I even knew anything about numerology. Honestly, it just was something I was drawn to. So I hope that each and every one of you are really enjoying this 11th day of November, wherever you are in the universe. It's gorgeous here in the DC area. I'm back in short sleeves again. Hee. How long that'll last. So I have gotten a couple questions about why my videos aren't more spiffy. Like, why don't I do like music or an intro, pictures, and all that? And I have to be perfectly honest. I don't know how. I'm learning. I'm really learning. And I'm learning on my own. So I have to kind of do a little bit of research and then try to do it. And it doesn't turn out so well. And if you could see what happens to my energy field when I get frustrated with electronics, it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. I want to break everything. I want to be like a 2-year-old. Can't work on their building blocks, so they're just going to tear it all down for the minute. But I restrain myself. I do grit the hell out of my jaw, though. So why is it so difficult for me? I never really had to use much of it, ever. If I worked for a company and they had a program, I learned the program. And there was nothing more. And then in my side life, it was really pretty much just emails or Googling and searching. I didn't have to copy and paste and do a lot of things. And at the time, my youngest daughter would be like, give me that. She would just do it for me. I go, no, I need to do it. Don't do that. I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, here I am, fast forward, no kids in the house. Just me, myself, and I, and a finger that occasionally I think is going to break. So I wondered why it was such an issue for me. And one of the biggest things is EMFs. Long before I knew what EMFs were. Electronics and I, excuse me, just don't mix well together for very long periods of time. I understand now it's because of my energy field. And so we're not on the same frequency. So I actually find it very discombobulating. I learned that early on in malls, when we started going to malls, and I couldn't stand it. I didn't know what ever happened to me. I just know that I would lose all attention within an hour. And I'd go running for the door. I'd need to leave. It was I was done. And my husband at the time used to say, what is wrong with you? I said, I don't know. But if it was the opposite, you wouldn't like your credit card bills every month now, would you? So which way do you want to play it here? So I can do malls that have a lot of skylights. And I'm one of those shoppers that I go for what I'm getting. I'm not one for window shopping and browsing unless I'm, out of town going through, a village or a town or something like that. But I'm not touristy. I don't do tourist traps either. If I go traveling, I like to ask the locals where they like to go. Anyway, Exit stage left on that one. Let's bring it back. So electronically, it's an issue. So I've had to get some energetic work done to release the effects that has on me. And, you know, the other thing that could be crippling to many, many people is that you don't understand how you learn. Some people are auditory, some people are visual, okay? I'm a little of a combination of both, but I'm 85% tactile, kinesthetic, which means energy and information comes through my fingertips, comes through my body. So I do better, goodness, excuse me. I do better, always have, if somebody just sits down next to me and says, okay, go here, and then go there, and then go here, go there, and then exit out, and then I do it, and then I exit out again, and then I do it again, and then it's imprinted. It's imprinted. But since COVID occurred, there is a lot of people who weren't available. And I couldn't really go to the Geek Squad because they look at me like, what's this old lady not knowing? And they just, spent a lot of money to get a lot of nothing. So I do have one person who's a retired IT guy who has helped me a little bit. But I really need somebody who understands the social media part of it and how to make the videos exciting and so on, because I would like to do a lot of different things with this platform to reach a lot of different people in a lot of different ways with a lot of different information and emotions that I can bring through on that. Because I'm like Comedy Central. Yeah, that just happens. So hang in there with me, everybody. It's a coming. But in the meantime, it doesn't change the messages that come through. So all the super hype and all the other stuff, I sometimes find is a distraction. I just want to hear the messages. Just allow it to flow through my body, because that's my learning vehicle. That's my number one way to learn. And it's actually many people's way to learn, which is why schools were having an extremely difficult time adjusting to what they wanted to label these kids since the 90s. And, you know, even today, if I have to listen to something for very long, I'm rocking. I rock, I move. If I have to listen to a lecture that I'm actually in at any given time, I like to go to the back of the room and just walk. Just walk, because as I'm walking, I'm listening, right? And recently I went to like a pendulum class for something. And then I got up and we were on break, but we were still chatting. And I just stood behind the chair and I just started moving my leg and activating my glutes. And a woman next to me, she says, oh, you're learning through motion. And then there was a name for it. And she was actually a auditory therapist. So she recognized it and she had to learn about it in later years so that she could help her clientele. So I'm energy and movement a lot. And I will get this electronic thing down pat. I promise. I just need to find somebody that can sit down next to me and just go, this is what we're going to do. And this is how you're going to do it. And this is how you're going to spruce it up. This is how you're going to help the lighting. This is how you're going to do this. I don't know. I don't know yet. Bear with me. So I hope everybody else is doing well. just thought I would just let you know the answer to your question. There was a couple of them recently. Hey, Sandy, you know? And then I'm also limited on where I'm living right now as well. So the lighting might not be right, or the background is it's just too much. It's just too much. Like looking at the back of the kitchen behind my head, it's just too much. So I'm limited on where I can be. I am making more of these for some things that Spirit's brought through to me that I think you guys might like, and I'll bring some different colors for background. But I'm not doing all that green room, green whatever, blah, blah. That to me is a distraction. When I'm watching someone and they move and they kind of move back into the picture or you see it flicker, it's a distraction for me. So I can just come on here with makeup on, no makeup on, hair done, no hair done. Doesn't matter. It's about the message. Most people are understanding that. Alrighty, well, go and enjoy your 11/11, your beautiful Thursday, wherever you are in the universe.